Everybody wants the all-in-one fix. Everybody wants the immediate solution to their problems. No different when it comes to medication, when it comes even to natural supplements. Everybody's looking for that quick fix. So I had a patient ask me today, what are the best supplements for joint health? What are the best things that are going to relieve my joint pain? And this is a question that I can't simply answer by telling you these are the best supplements. They're curcumin, omega-3s, and undinatured type 2 collagen. If you were curious, those are probably the top three that, according to the research for reducing joint pain, improving joint mobility. But that's not nearly to as significant a degree as exercise would improve joint mobility and reduce joint pain. Exercise holds 100 times as much weight as any of these supplements you're going to take. Yeah, I would literally say probably that big a difference. You take some research where to supplement that with an example where they took a bunch of people for a month and they had them either exercise or take ibuprofen, people that had knee osteoarthritis, people that had degeneration of the cartilage in their knee and, relatively constant knee pain, achiness, and stiffness. And they said, okay, who had greater pain reduction? The ibuprofen group or the group that just exercised 3 days a week? 3, not even a lot. And not even to maximum heart rate, to 70% or so. So this is like, get out there and go for power walks, things like that. Riding a bike, swimming. We always talk about, going hiking, whatever it is. Just getting out there and getting active and pumping blood into your joints holds so much more value. The group that did the exercise had greater pain reduction, by the way. I'm sure you could have guessed that. Holds so much greater value than, any sort of medication or any sort of supplement that you're going to take. So just move. Movement is your medicine. Movement is the absolute best medicine. Now, you could say, okay, second, what about indirect supplementation? What I mean by that, I don't even know if this is really a real thing, but what comes to my mind is, okay, how can I give myself the energy then to move more, or the motivation to move more, something that will give me more energy, something that will improve my motivation and focus and things like that. And honestly, Super U is a fantastic thing for that. We have personal anecdotal experience, from a patient that's taken it, from another client that's taken it, that helped them to move more and feel better. But even if you want to just get a simple ingredient, if you want just say one thing, something like creatine to give you more energy to get you up and going, something like alpha GPC, an acetylcholine booster. Acetylcholine facilitates not only learning and memory, but also motivation and arousal and muscle contraction. And maybe something that could help to boost your mood would be something like L-theanine, right? But before taking a bunch of different things, maybe just try and get up and do more exercise, right? That would of course be one. 2, increase your energy levels naturally, by getting more sleep, by, maybe eating in a shorter window of time instead of eating all day, right? Maybe try some intermittent fasting or eat super frequently throughout the day, either way, as long as you're not in the middle and you're eating a banana in the morning and then say 6-8 hours later, you have another meal. And this is getting into a lot of nutrition optimization, which isn't really totally what this is about, right? But, drink that cup of coffee. A cup of coffee gets you up to go. That's great. More cups of coffee actually per day is associated with beneficial health outcomes, by the way. People think, I drink too much caffeine. Well, if you have a heart condition, maybe you don't want that much caffeine, right? But anything that's going to get you up and is going to get you moving, anything that's healthy, that's the most important maybe type of supplement that you should be taking, instead of sitting there and thinking about what's something that's directly going to reduce the pain of my joints. Take things that support joint health, sure. Get them through food too. You can get plenty of omega-3s through fatty fish. Salmon, mackerel, tuna, herring, sardines, and anchovies. You eat a lot of that stuff, right? And that's good. Seafood. But, that's the message of the day, is if it gets you moving, it's probably one of the more beneficial things that you could be taking, you could be having, at some level in general health, almost regardless of your issues in general health. I'm not speaking for every sort of disease or dysfunction or all sorts of things, right? That would require different medical attention and things. But if you took something that would help you to get moving, guys, it could help to reduce your joint pain. It could help to improve your life in many different ways. So that's what we got for you guys. Maybe challenge yourself to go out this week and, go for like a 10-minute walk every day. Something that's not crazy. It can't be too much at once so that it's like a New Year's resolution and you don't ever do it again. It has to be something that's sustainable. But you may become addicted in the best way to that good feeling you get from it, the good endorphins you're releasing too. It's great for your brain, right, as well. So who do we got on here? Dobson, what's up? DKMP, Panico, Kev Joyce, Master Malcolm, what's up, brother? Das, 4371, Pump, Kim, Sorb, I'm Kev, Ayo Housen, and Micah Singer. Thanks for the support, you guys. Have an amazing Friday. As for now, so we got for you, folks. We'll see you tomorrow, baby. Not sure where, not sure when, but we'll see you then. Have an awesome one. Thank you so much. Happy When Wellness. See you later.